to show you really quickly how to request time off, whether it's personal, sick time, bereavement time. It's all in SharePoint. You're going to want to make sure you're on the Home tab. And then you're going to go under here, under Lists, and select RTO, which is Requested Time Off. Select New. And then any field that has an asterisk is required. So you'll fill in all the necessary fields. Your department is special education. Your last name, the type of sick day. You can choose a half day or up to 6 or more days. Or you can also specify your own value. Like say you only wanted to take a quarter day and take 2 hours. You could specify that as well. You would select the start time and make sure you follow that format. And then the start date. And then the time, if you're taking a full day, your time would obviously start at 8 a.m. If you're taking a half day or just a couple hours, it would depend on what time you're taking that. So a half day, if you were taking the morning off, you would start it at 8 in the afternoon. I believe it's 12:30. 12 or 12:30 is when you would start that. And then the end day, it says here add end date if only requesting more than 1 day. But since it does have that asterisk, it probably will bounce back if you don't put an end date. Conflict, you always must select no. Obviously, if you're going to be out for jury duty or bereavement, or if you're massively sick and you can't control being out that, you can select yes. You'll just have to explain to your lead. There has to be a very valid reason why you can't be there, for example, for a PD or for testing. There would have to be approval. So most likely you're going to select no. Type of time off, you're going to put these down. Personal vacation you'll never use as in the roles that we're in, but you would for the related service position because your time is different than teachers. So just select the time off that is associated with the day you're requesting. And then relationship to staff member, the only time you would fill that out is if someone were filling this out for you. So if you have a bereavement as your leave type, and someone else was filling this out for you because you were out of town at a funeral or whatnot, and I hope that never happens to any of you, but then that's why you would fill that out. The person filling it out would put that. Now this one's tricky. Your lead teacher or director, you can't just type their names. Like if I just typed Katie Goldstein, it's going to tell me that there's no matches when I select OK. What you have to do is everybody's is usually with the first initial last name, but the best way to find your lead is to click on this little book and then search for your lead. So, for example, K. Goldstein. And don't search Katie, search K. Goldstein. And you can see there's only one match, but you can just check by the emails. And then just double click that and that will show up. But if you just type their first and last name, it will say that there's no one associated with that. Obviously, you're always going to select requested for approval, and then you will put your email address, and then you will select OK. And obviously, I'm not going to click that because I'm not requesting time off. When you click OK, if it stays on this screen and doesn't go back to this screen, I'll show you. If it doesn't go back to this main screen with your name, and it'll show your name and new next to it, that means either you haven't filled in a field properly or you've skipped a required field. So that's always how you can know you make a mistake when you're filling a tracker or something like this in SharePoint. It won't bounce back to this main screen. So that's how you request time off. It's super easy. I hope you have a great day.